Hey, what's up, guys? This is MJ. And today we are going to talk about the Tesla Cybertruck. We're going to talk about how it is performing during Hurricane Helene or Helen. So, here, let me put my little comment. Hold on. So, there we go. All right, Dane is not here today. He is off in the woods hunting for deer, or as I like to call them, delicious cheeseburgers. But let's talk about this Cybertruck. So I do videos on my channel. I'm trying to be unbiased. Okay. Of course, I have a little bit of a bias. I'm only human. I'm trying to be unbiased. I have had some videos that people may interpret as negative about electric vehicles, but really, I do like electric vehicles, but I try to tell the whole story. Okay. Some people think that, oh, if I like electric vehicles, I have to always talk about only the good things, but I got to talk about the good and the bad. So today, let's talk about a couple good things and one thing that you should watch out for. So this is a story from Tesla Roddy, and this is about how this person's Cybertruck has performed during this hurricane. My condolences to anybody's family whose people did not make it through this hurricane. Has been pretty bad so far. So let's look at this story here. So they're talking about other people's, their Cybertruck owners have shared videos showing how their pickup trucks managed to hold up during this Category 4 storm. So this person in particular, he was able to use something called wade mode to where the truck has a air suspension, and that will this person is saying it'll pressurize the battery and enable the truck to drive in water up to 31 inches deep for 30 minutes. So that is pretty good. Let's see. Let's see if we could see this video. Oh, look at that. Let me make this screen bigger. All right. So it is getting through the water, as you can see. Now I'm sure it's not going to float like a boat, but that's pretty deep water and it is moving. So that is pretty impressive. Let's see. This is another one where it kind of see underneath. So this is pretty cool, I think. Yeah, so you can see right. I think you can see pretty much under there. Okay. Uh, yeah, see, here's a regular truck right here. All right. So that's pretty impressive. I got to tell you. Let's see. And this guy, he's talking about my entire neighborhood lost power. And just for me, they were able to have, was able to have my entire house on this. Priceless. I think the Foundation series is worth every penny. So this guy has his Cybertruck hooked up to his house and is powering his house. That is pretty awesome. But on the bad note, it looks like somebody was not able to get his Cybertruck out of this area, and it looks like this one is being submerged. So, yeah, once they get completely submerged, just like a regular vehicle, they're going to be done. So, yeah, that is pretty cool. Let's see. Anything else on this one? So this guy's saying some media organization was reporting that salt water from the storm could cause EV batteries to burst into flames. We have a long way to go yet. Educating the public and FUD like that doesn't help. All right, well, Mr. Bill, I'm going to be talking about that later on in the show. I do have a news story about that. So yeah, that is actually accurate. But we got to look at both sides, Bill. So let's move on to the next one. All right, so this is Cybertruck Owners Club. And he's saying power share is worth it. Story from the hurricane. So this guy says he's in Greenville, South Carolina. We're getting hammered by the hurricane. My truck is currently powering my house. 100 foot extension cord to my neighbors to run 2 shop vacs to keep his basement from flooding. It's a miracle they're not tripping a breaker. A refrigerator that is now storing several thousands of dollars of my neighbor's medication. I honestly never figured it would come in this handy, but glad I paid to install it now. Okay. So yeah, he is powering his house and he's helping to keep his neighbor's medication cold. A certain type of medication needs to be kept cold. I think maybe is insulin like that? I don't know. Somebody who knows about medicine, let me know in the comments. I believe insulin needs to be kept cold, but there are other medications that need to be kept cold. So let's see what he has to say. Thanks for all the supportive words. It was a tough day. I left my truck to power the house for a while and then left to join a crew cutting up trees all day to free up roads. Oh, thank you, sir. I tried not to show up my friends driving diesels, but it was hard. We had to drag several big logs off the road. The Cybertruck did it silently with no tire spin. The diesel was spinning tires and making lots of noise. The all-wheel drive and weight make a big difference. That is true. I used 10% power overnight and morning, then 8% driving around. Returned to my house with 82% power. Still 2 days of power left, but I'm not running the AC much to save power since it might be multiple days. That's a good idea. Running a fridge, a chest freezer, water heaters, TV, internet, and a few other things. Only about 0.5 to 1.5 kilowatt usage. I now have about $20,000 worth of medication in my fridge from several neighbors. Wow, feeling blessed today. My brother's house was hit by a tree, not bad damage. We had a big tree fall, but not on the house. The last image is a golf course pretending to be a river. Oh, man, look at this tree. Oh, man. Uh-oh. That's why I don't think trees should be anywhere near houses. I wish they would like cut them all the trees down that are near houses. But yeah, look at that. So so yeah, these are several other reasons I realize PowerShare is great. Means I don't have to wait in endless line for gasolines at the few stations with power. It's funny how people have told me that gas is easier in a disaster, but power goes out first. They forget it takes power to run gas pumps. You can make your own coffee still. Yeah, I don't drink coffee. I don't care about that. You can store cold food because the grocery stores without power will not have cold food after about 2 days. There, I like food, so that part works for me. Keep your internet and wireless up so you can get updates. Yeah, I definitely need internet. If there's a supercharger not too far away, you could drive it there to recharge, add another several days of house power in about 40 minutes. You can keep all your electric tools charged. He said you can't enable your truck's outlets while the truck is powering your house. Okay. All right. There we go. The Tesla Cybertruck is doing pretty good. Storing all that medication, that's something you never think of, but yeah, that is important. So, what a great story. All my best to those affected by the storm. This commenter says the story should be sent to the press, which I'm sure would come out as Cybertrucks leaking will not run in hard rain. That's really cool. But yes, the press won't touch this. Doesn't evoke the negative emotions people desire. Okay, well, I mean, the news does run on mostly negative stories, but hey, MJ's doing a good story. So, how you like that? The whole world is going to see this. Millions and millions of people. So, yeah, those are some good things about the Cybertruck. And let's see. So this is the Tesla.com. There was one other good thing I wanted to show you guys. Um, let's see. There it is running through the snow and a mountain. So yeah, this is reducing dents. Repairs are simple and quick. Stainless steel exoskeleton can resist the impact of a baseball or hail. 70 a baseball at 70 miles an hour. Okay, or class 4 hail. See, I don't know what's the biggest class of hail. Oh, we're gonna have to look that up. He's saying it's quiet on the inside. That's good. So here it is, towing 11,000 pounds. And you can get 4x8 construction materials in there. Yes, that is important. I used to do construction for a couple of years. And yeah, being able to put 4x8 pieces, that's the standard size that drywall sheets come in, and wood sheathing. So yeah, being able to fit that in there is critical. You could go on camping trips. Yeah, I don't even go camping. I don't care about that. I'm not going camping. You could power your work site. Yeah, that's good. That is good for construction. It's fast. It's comfortable. It's got a very minimalist interior. Theater. I don't care about this. I wanted to show you guys one other thing. Where is it? All right. It says is I'll just tell you while I'm looking for it. It says it's got like some type of light that you can get on the top of it, which would be good for I don't know what it could be good for. It could be good for something. I'm thinking that this could be used as like a rescue vehicle. Like maybe Elon Musk could make a special edition of this for like firefighters and emergency crews that they can like maybe they said you can get through 31 inches of water, but let's see if you could jack that up maybe another 5 inches, like maybe get a little bit bigger tires for special rescue missions, then you can have 36 inches of clearance for water. Then you could sell this to rescue people. This could help rescue some people. Like it's not going to go underwater completely, obviously, but that is pretty good. I can't find the light. There was a special accessory where you can get a light extra light on top of it to where it could. They're saying it could like light up like a football field worth of light, which would be that could be important for like, let's say if you use this as a rescue vehicle, if you had a couple of them, you could light up an entire area of woods. Like let's say if it was a missing child or something. But yeah, I mean, you never know how you could use stuff until you actually have to use it, and you come up with different scenarios that are very helpful. All right, well, features, accessories. All right, here it might be right here. Let's see, self-driving, supervised self-driving. Yeah, so here it is. So you could charge another EV with this, which is really helpful. One thing, here it is. Here it is. When driving off road, the light bar illuminates your path up to 525 yards. That's more than 5 football fields. Only available with Cyber Beast installation required. So yeah, it looks like they put another light at the top. That is pretty good. This could be a safety vehicle. I would urge them to make let's make a special edition of this for for police and fire people who they could use this. They could Yeah, I mean, I guess if you had a few of these, you could roll these out to a neighborhood and maybe you could like a giant refrigerator and you could power it with that and then everybody from the neighborhood could come put their medicine in there. Like I was saying, you could use these lights to light up. Like if you had maybe 3 or 4 of these Cybertrucks and you bring them around with all the lights, like, and you're searching for somebody out in the woods or something, uh, that could maybe it could help with that. I don't know, but yeah, that is really good. Now, one thing I was going to say, people look at these Cybertrucks and they think, okay, well, let's make this versus a regular truck and see which is better. But it doesn't have to be versus. Like you could have each vehicle for certain things, you know? So for the people that want these cyber trucks, yeah, they could get them. They could power their house during a storm or hurricane. They could light up areas that need to be lit up. They could drive through water. But as a construction vehicle, like for me, I did work construction. I don't know if it would work so well for that. I know um, the guy who owned the company, he would tow like a 16 or 15-foot trailer. And, I know that will definitely hurt the battery range on this if you were to use it for that. But on the same token, during a hurricane or a tornado or whatever's happening, this may be a little bit useful in a different way, let's say, because, my 2011 Silverado that I used to have is not going to power my whole house and keep the medications from running out. So, and as far as going through water, that is really important. I'm think I could tell you, I live like kind of in the sticks, right? And last year, I think it was either river, it's either river or lake. I don't know. It was a road I got to go through to get to my house, and this is like the only road. And it was the lake had washed off, so I had to get through like I don't know. It's maybe 18 inch. It's either 12 or 18 inches. It was deep, and I had to drive my. I got a giant work van, like a giant sprinter van. And I was like, "Oh, man, I'm so scared to go through this water because the water is moving. Like, it wasn't just standing water. So I'm afraid if the water pushes my truck into the river and I'm gonna drown or something." So I'm like, I'm saying my prayers. I'm like, "Oh, God, please help me. Please, Lord Jesus, help me." So I got through it, but it was scary. I'm telling you, it was scary. I thought I was gonna die. But yeah, but if I had this Cybertruck, I could put that Wade mode on and I would have been more confident to get through it for the weight also. Like I feel the weight keeps you planted. The air suspension lifts you up and you can get through uh, that deep water. I would have been much more confident with the Cybertruck. And also where I live, the electricity goes out sometimes too. So I could really use that. Like I really don't like losing internet and then every time the electric goes out, then you lose if it's out for too long, you lose all the food in your refrigerator. And thank God I don't have any medications, but yeah, this could be really helpful. So in my fantasy garage, in my head, if I were rich, I would get a Cybertruck. And I would have it in addition to my Silverado. I'd have both of them. Both of them. I think they're good for different purposes. So let's still talk about one bad thing now. So Florida officials warn of fires after electric vehicles exposure to salt water during the hurricane. Look at this. So there are more than 25,000 registered electric vehicles in the state of Florida. So we got about a quarter million of them. It looks like a couple of them have caught fire. That's not good. But yeah, that doesn't look like a Cybertruck. Maybe it's a Model X or something like that. But yeah, let's look at both sides of the story here. So, the combination of storm surge from the Gulf of Mexico and lithium ion batteries in vehicles has proven to be a recipe for disaster, as Florida agencies report responding to numerous fires in the wake of this hurricane. So, the photo and vehicle videos from Tampa Bay area show the aftermath of highly combustible batteries being exposed to salt water, leaving homes damaged and cars destroyed. So this was a 5 to 8 foot surge, flooded thousands of houses. So, so this is not the first hurricane where an increase in EV related fires has occurred. A similar streak of incidents were reported during hurricanes Idella and Ion, both of which were powerful storms that impacted the Florida coastline. Oh, all right. So yeah, the salt water. So it looks like the salt water is really the problem more than just regular water as far as starting fires. So yeah, they have to keep water on the battery. So if you have an electric vehicle or golf cart and it was exposed to salt water, it needs to be moved away from your home by at least 50 feet. These vehicles may catch fire in the coming days. Yeah, so if you are affected by salt water, even after the water has all gone, it could still catch fire. So you need to, if you're not going to take your Tesla with you running away from the storm, you can't just leave it in your garage, it looks like. But you're saying this is the same for golf carts. Apparently, yeah, this is I know a lot of older people, they like to use golf carts in some areas of the country, like in Arizona or in some areas of Florida. I would urge them not to do that. I mean, a golf cart belongs on a golf course, not on the public roads. Because, not to get off track, but somebody was having a wedding. I think it was in Arizona, and the bride and groom were leaving the wedding in a golf cart. They got rear-ended by a drunk driver, and yeah, no longer alive. So yeah, keep golf carts off the street. I know it's the drunk driver's fault, but you want something that'll protect you, not no golf cart. All right, anyway. So yeah, you got to be careful with your golf cart. You got to be careful with your electric car if you're anywhere near salt water. And also, if you're planning on using this Cybertruck, make sure that it's fully charged before the hurricane comes, because you'd hate to be storing medication and you forgot your truck was only 1% charged up. But yeah, so we got to look at both sides, people. And I guess that's true for like all your electric lawn equipment. Like I have an electric blower and an electric trimmer. So I guess those batteries could catch fire too in salt if a salt water came. But I don't live near salt water. But if I did, I guess you got to keep that stuff higher up or put it in the attic or something. But yeah, a little bit of a mixed thing, but for the most part, I think the Tesla Cybertruck has done well in the hurricane. Has done very well. Now, it doesn't mean you have to sell your Silverado. I think if you got the money, I mean, it'd be good to have one of each. I don't know. But yeah, if it works for you, it works for you. You like it, I love it. So there you go. Story of the Tesla Cybertruck. I believe I'm giving the win to the Tesla Cybertruck versus the Hurricane. I think it has performed well, uh, above expectations. And yeah, I think they should market this as a rescue, make a rescue version of it. Elon, that'll be awesome. So that's what I got for you today. Thank you for tuning in and have a good one.